don't want to do this, but...
It won't be that easy to get rid of the Reeklings, Kuvar.
I never said it would be, but either way, we have to try. Whether we succeed or not, it'll stir up some of the old blood in this crowd.
I'm not going to lead them to their deaths if they aren't ready.
Then train them. What are we doing here? We should either get used to staying here, or be preparing to retake the hall. You're having us do neither, and I can't stomach it.
Your stomach isn't my problem. We'll act when I say we do, and not before.
Well, you'd better say something, and soon. Glad to not be working on that ugly thing anymore. Finally getting some sleep.
What brings you out here?
We brought ourselves out here, along with our shame.
What do you mean?
We used to be proud warriors of Thirsk Mead Hall, there, up on the hill. But we let that sweet life get the better of us. We grew soft, and...
What happened?
Reeklings. Those filthy vermin. They came in numbers. Waves of the things. One at a time, they're pests. But with this many. And so here we are, out of our home.
None of that matters. I'm going to go down.
What is Thirsk?
Do you know of the Skull?
You don't have to live like this now.
Of course, the village north.
Long ago, a man named Rothman left the Skull to form his own tradition. Warriors in the wild, living like the Nords of old. They would hunt, they would fight, and the mightiest among them would rise up as leader. But those days are behind us now.
Well, I think these are the guys that
How are you holding up?
the Reeklings wanted me to
All right,
fight.
then.
Getting by.
Not everyone was built for this kind of life. There's no shame in that.
I can handle it. Just wish there was more meat is all.
I'm sorry.
It just came on so quickly.
You don't have to apologize.
People seem pretty tense around
Just
here.
pull yourself
You don't know
out
the
this
half
and
of
let's
it.
find a home.
Bujel's just embarrassed, I think. Doesn't help that her husband is one of the loudest
We'll
complainers.
figure something out.
She's always been quick to shame.
I promise.
Who's her husband?
Kuvar.
But I'll love
He thinks
you
we've all gotten a little too soft. I can see what he means looking at Elmas, but the rest of us still have our edge. At least, I think so. And don't tell Elmas I said
Plan
that.
on doing.
What do you mean?
Are you
We're not going
one
to
of
be
the
lounging
warriors
around
from
in the
Thirsk?
hall anymore.
That depends on who you ask.
The more use.
I fight, I protect the hall, I bring in meat. And I think I could take on most of the tree lovers up in the Skull Village. But because I'd rather drink a mug of meat at night instead of training until I drop, Kuvar calls me a layabout. Wish he would just lighten up. Good day.
A new batch of the Ashfire should be ready for bottling soon. Unless the Reeklings use
You
the-
couldn't possibly be the Dragonborn of legend, could you?
What's going on here?
What's going on here is that we've been kicked out of our home. The Mead Hall, up there on the hill. Some Reeklings have taken it over.
How are Reeklings able to overpower you?
With tenacity and numbers. It didn't help that we'd grown a little too comfortable up there. Too much mead, too many stories, too few battles.
What if you had one extra warrior?
Are you offering to help? Some new blood should be enough to rouse these layabouts to actually fight again.
Sounds like fun.
Well, let's move then.